is I want to introduce you to Alex, who is joining us. And so Alex works in a sensitive industry, but he has cracked something important. And when he told me the results that his AI was bringing in, I had to get him on this demo. So he's going to talk us through how he's using his AI. So Alex, welcome, over to you.
Thank you, Jodie. So we've been using Coachvox for a couple of months. We are very non-technical in our company. So we are a bunch of psychologists, strength trainers, psychotherapists. So we do organic, we do SEO, advertising, but we wanted something different to help us bring in leads. So we use Coachvox as a predominantly a lead generator. And we wanted to be the first in our area, in our industry, to start using this, but without us having any technical knowledge. We approached Coachbox and what can you do for us? In saying all that, we were quite skeptical at first. So I run the business side of Reset, but we've got a whole clinical team full of doctors and psychotherapists. And we actually actively say to our clients, drop your social media use, spend less time on screens, and then all of a sudden we're going to let's interact with this tool that's obviously on a screen. So there was that, are we selling our soul here? There was that debate we were having between ourselves. Definitely our biggest concern, as Jodie said, we're in a sensitive industry, is what if it said something wrong? So we do deal with people who will say things, they've got suicidal tendencies, they may take that further. What's going to happen if they say that on a chat with the AI? And also, we thought it would take a ton of time. We're not technical. This is going to take us ages to do. I'll show you on the next few slides how actually that's been totally opposite, and we've been really surprised with that. And there's just a little note there, Jodie, if you just want to go back, so where our current clients are actually using it as well. So it's predominantly a lead generator, but our current clients, because we've been promoting it, are starting to use it in between our sessions. And the best thing for us is they've said it actually feels like we're working with you. So Marion's one of our therapists there. It's the name of the AI. And yeah, that's been a big win for us. Okay, Joda, if you want to move on. Yeah, so with inputting the data, Coachvox are really useful, helpful, I should say, sorry, here, because rather than a scattergun, I'm sure everyone on this call has got tons of data. We've got like 3 years worth of LinkedIn posts, white papers, journals, loads of stuff. But Coachbox, I don't just put everything in there, be quite selective with what you are putting in there, which was really useful for us. It made us look at what we were uploading. Does this really reflect our values and how we speak to our clients? The coolest thing that we did was we got a couple of clients who agreed to record their sessions, their live sessions. So we used Dr AI to transcribe that, and then we uploaded it into Coachvox, and that was a gold mine of how we speak to our clients in a live situation. Okay, Jodie, if you want to move on. Yeah, Jodie just shown this. This is the start of the prompts. This has been incredibly useful for us because there's a little bit missing off here. There's a number on the side where you can see how many times someone's interacted with each one. Now, we're all business owners. We think we know our business inside out. We like to think we know our clients inside out. Our niche in our business is trauma. So that one right in the middle there, I'm struggling with past trauma. I would have put my mortgage on that. Most people would go for that as a start prompt. Actually, that got no hit whatsoever. There's a zero next to that off there. It tells you what your clients want to interact with you for. It's really interesting. And then what we've done is we've started changing around these prompts more so. What are people interacting with? And it's actually helped us, outside of AI and outside of this Coachbox. Where are our marketing efforts going here? Do we need to talk more about anxiety rather than trauma? What's going on for us? That's been super useful. Okay, Joe, move on. Yeah, so the main reasons we decided to try Coachvox is, as a mental health company, we get a lot of leads, but we get a lot of leads that are not suitable for us. So they'll either be people that they don't need our help. So their mental health is not at the level that they need our help. It might just be more mindfulness tips. But then on the other side of that, we also speak to a lot of people who may have psychosis, they may need medication, they may be a suicide risk, and also that's not our client either. Now, in our industry, we can't just put the phone down on these people and not reply to them. We've got a moral and a legal obligation to respond in some way. And what Coachvox has really allowed us to do is respond to everybody professionally. We can signpost to different organisations, which we do within Coachvox, the Samaritans, etc. And it's working 24/7. So at the bottom there's an example of someone who's interacted with our Coachvox with mental health problems. A lot of people will contact you well outside of hours. They're by themselves on a night time. They've had an episode in the middle of the night, and you can see the times on there. This same person has spoke to us or spoke to Coach Fox at 20 past 9, and then she's come back a couple of days later, actually 4 a.m. It's a really long transcription. I can't show you on here. This is our ideal client. What she said in the transcription, this is actually gone into a consultation, this call has, because she's talking to us. There's no way we would have picked up this outside of Coachvox. It would have got lost for sure and coming in at this time. So it's super useful. Okay, Jodie, if you want to move on. Yeah, there's been a few surprises along the way. We thought it would give generic advice. We tried like the large language models like ChatGPT. It doesn't really do what we want it to. This does. So as soon as someone interacts with Marion AI, it starts talking about trauma and it starts talking about somatic interventions, which is around niches. It doesn't give generic talking therapy advice. It's actually talking exactly how we would from the off, and it builds and builds throughout the conversation there. Um, Something else that you might find really useful, it's an added bonus for us, is when we spoke to Coach Fox about how to train, they said, if you've got a structure or a program, a signature program, upload it into your AI. And we thought we were super clear on that. When somebody asks you to, if I'm in front of someone, talking to them in a consultation, I'm really positive that I can get them on board. When someone says to you, you're not actually going to be there, you need to think about how you're talking to your client and take away all the fluff. And it's not a two-way conversation in person. It really makes you focus on what your process is and what you're saying, and that helped us massively. So that was a big plus for us as a team. And maybe the biggest one is we did have a lot of no-shows in our business before. So people not turning up, looking for free advice. What's actually we've seen happen more and more so lately is people are starting a little bit of a relationship with Marion AI, and they think they know us a little bit, or they feel like there's some trust and they know what we're doing. And then when they turn up, they do frequently turn up now. It's dropped by about 90% our no-shows. They already feel like they've got a little bit of a relationship with us. It's been a lot easier to get those conversations started on the consultation. So it's been super cool. Right, Jodie, yeah. Real value for us, I've said it protects our energy. So obviously when you're talking to people who have got significant mental health issues, if you keep talking to them all day, every day, it can take its toll on our team, on their energy and the morale, especially if they're not converting into clients because they feel like they're just spending a lot of time with people who are not our clients. So it filters out poor fit inquiries for sure. Really important for us in what we do. It actually supports the people we can't take on as well. So, signpost to organisations that can help them. That's really important for us that we're not just, fobbing people off, as it were. And then it also helps serious clients get clarity before they book. So there's an example there of this is a live chat from Marion AI. This is our absolute ideal client. This person has had traditional therapy, it hasn't worked, and now she's come to us. When this lady made her way onto the consultation, this was a consultation. Before she knew us already, she knew everything about the way that we work. It wasn't even a sales conversation. It was literally like, when do you want to start? And let's get booked in. It was super, super simple. All the work had been done before on the AI. So yeah, really useful. Right, Jodie, I think yeah. So the final, just to summarise, we approached Coach Fox we just wanted more leads, can you get us more leads? What's actually happened is we just end up with much better quality leads. So the people that are coming to us, they'll convert a lot easier than we had before. And maybe my biggest win. So this is a conversation there between myself and the co-founder, Marion. She's a notoriously hard to please clinical psychologist. She's really on board with this now. So, she's seeing the benefits of it. She's hearing from the clients the benefits that it's having. And she's actually started doing her own LinkedIn posts about the benefits of it now. So, yeah, it's been really useful for us. Yeah. That's me, Joe.
Awesome. Alex, thank you so much.